G'day, this is Captain Australia. I'm not up to anything in particular today. I'm just out walking the dog. But hang on, Harry, come here. Come say g'day. Look, this is my mate Harry. Jump up. Give him a look. Can you see him there? Hey, that's my mate Harry. Jump up, Harry. Hey, hey, hey. Who's that? Are you a good dog? Yeah, you're one of the good ones. Hey, come on. So I just figured that I should take every opportunity to get out and walk around with my big magic flag up there, and it's probably going to get to the point where I'll be walking into the grocery shop dressed as Captain Australia, which sort of begs the old question, who is the real person, Bruce Wayne or Batman? I don't think I'm Batman, by the way. So yeah, just out for a walk with the dog, and we try to do 15k at least every day. And I figure it's just a good chance to practice putting the banner up and down and carrying the gear around in preparation for the big walk. So who am I and what am I doing? If you've seen that lovely piece put together by the project, you already have an idea. But if you haven't, so my name's Simon, and I dress up as the buffhead superhero Captain Australia. Why? It's in service of a charity called the Kids Cancer Project. So I am a stage 4 squamous cell head and neck cancer survivor. It was an invasive cancer. They gave me 6 months to live, and I survived it. But I could not abide seeing children wait for treatment. It was a horror show. That didn't lead me directly to doing this stuff. I spent the 4 years after treatment crippled, just completely broken by the experience. There's the existential stuff, the idea of dying and leaving my 3 young children abandoned. I mean, they'd still have their wonderful mother to care for them, but that, all of that stuff, it just crippled me. There's all these physical side effects. A couple of times wake up, can't breathe, cramps, pain, and it's just a nightmare. And I was pretty much crippled by that. No, Harry, that's a bike track, buddy. Over this side. Good dog. So I just had to fix myself. And I took a long walk when I was a child from Brisbane to Sydney to escape a bad situation. And back then it was like leaving the hospital room where you felt doomed to die. And I thought that I just needed to rediscover that sense of hope. So that's what led me to the idea of doing a big walk now as a much older man. And that's what led me to the idea that I could resurrect Captain Australia and do it for charity. And here we are today. So right now I'm walking along the lovely Brisbane River out near Indooroopilly, just a little 15k around the suburbs around my home. And I have no particular purpose but to, hang out with my mate Harry, and I'll show you this lovely river here. Very pretty. There's a new walking and bike track that they've built along here. Getting a few funny looks, as you would. You all right, Harry? What's that smell, mate? You smell something? So I just thought I'd, take every opportunity to get out and walk around the city and hopefully try and drum up some support for a very important charity. And it's all about superheroing up for science, because the Kids Cancer Project is a charity that is about exactly that, science. It's about solving the genetic and treatment possibilities and all of everything around pediatric cancer. So pediatric cancer are the types of cancers that specifically attack children. Older people can still get them, but the prevalence is profoundly towards kids. And the average age is 6. And there's 950 Aussie kids. I don't want to know the number around the world, but there's 950 Aussie kids diagnosed every year, and 20% don't survive treatment. The 80% that do have to deal with the side effects that I was talking about before. So it's a mess. And the research done here in Australia obviously will benefit science generally and humanity generally. So strides made in pediatric cancer research will help not just those 950 Aussie kids, but, they're enough for my heart the idea of helping them makes my heart bloom. But, any child affected by pediatric cancer will benefit from your donation. So if you can find it in your heart, there's a sticky post, links, there's rabbit holes that you can dive down. So I have a blog, captainaustralia.online. That can give you even more about who I am if you're mad enough to want to read it, but it is a rabbit hole. There's also the charity page where you'll see it. It's a Raisley page. It's controlled by the Kids Cancer Project. Your donation goes directly to the charity, and they put it into research into pediatric cancer. So, lovely Brisbane, having a walk. Some dudes over there getting some looks. I think I'll stop the stream now. I also want to practice streaming and get better at it so that when I take my big walk, I'll be able to share that experience with you. I'm going to go through some beautiful parts of Australia, some inland, sort of bushy, and some along the coast. So it's going to be lovely. Anyway, I'll sign off there. All the best, Captain Australia. See you later.